Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from Margate, Florida. And what do we have today? Well, we have a lot of rain. It won't stop raining all day long. And I got a brand new product that you have not seen before. I saw it a couple weeks back at the Keystone show in Texas. And I finally did one here in the store in that Ford F-150. And I can't wait to show you. So I'm going to get a little wet just for you. So before we get going, hit the like button. Like me for being in the rain for you. And subscribe to the channel. By the way, that is our telephone number if you have questions. So I'm going to go through this quick because I don't want to get too wet. So what do we have here? Well, we got the Ford F-150 Raptor, and we just put on here the new Westin trifold cover here, right? Now, as you can see, it has been raining here. I would like to show you a dry cover, but Mother Nature has other plans. Now, this is a threefold cover. Now, the main thing about this Westin cover you're going to like is the price. Now, I will be telling you some of the great things about this cover, and I will tell you some of the pros and cons as well, because everything has a good thing and everything has a negative thing, and I will tell you both. So, that being said, let's get started here. So, one thing, by the way, we also did the impact liner, which I don't know if I have time to show you that, but I'll show you the cover, maybe another video will show the other one. Okay, so one thing I like about this is it does have a nice dual lock mechanism here. So if you're on the driver's side or passenger side, you can unlock this. It's also got a fairly large tailgate seal here, and it works pretty good here. So let's go ahead and open this up here. Now, some of the differences on this, if you notice, it's got this other pivot here, which, like, for example, the other companies do not have. Even though the trifold covers all look alike, there's quite a few differences on this. Like, the hardware is different, the rail is different, the top is different. The only thing they really have in common, it is a folding cover. Now, I know some of my other companies that make these covers, they say, oh, this one is the same as ours. No, it is different. Now, you can drive down the road like this here. So if you take a look here, you can go ahead and just lock it into place over here. So let's see here, let's put it here. And it locks in here. This way you can drive. You can tighten this up if you like when it's not in use. By the way, one thing I noticed is a lot of the hardware in here is a little stiffer. I know it's new, so hopefully we'll get a little easier. So now, the most important part of this one is the third fold. Now it folds all the way up here. Now the mechanism here, let's go ahead and I'll tell you this now. The only negative thing I found is these are a little stiff. Now, I'm assuming the more you use these, the easier they get. But everything else I've been pretty happy with. But again, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons because you want to know. And I know if I'm buying this, it is less money. So what are the differences? Well, the only thing I found negative is this little button here is a little harder to use. It's not a big deal, but I'm telling you, so it's good to know. Now, it does have a drainage system here. The drainage system on here is not as deep as some of the other ones here, but it's still pretty good. And it's got the little tubes over here, which we hid behind the bedrock here. I thought it was a little cleaner look here. Now, to open and close this, you got this little lever here. And let's see. This is what I was having problems with earlier. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm sorry. I'm leaving the bloopers in because you need to know. It was me, not the thing. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. As you can see, it closes very nicely. Now, this one I probably would close the tailgate first on this because of how the seal is set up here. But technically, you can do it either way. So let's go ahead and push this up and then push that down here. Now, the only difference I see between this and some of the other covers, it sits slightly higher here. But it doesn't seem to be that's the only difference I really see on this. Everything else looks really good on this. Got a nice limited lifetime warranty on this. Now, if we put it in, we have a 1-year labor guarantee on this. I think the amount of money you probably would save on this one might be worth your while. I know there's a couple of things that are a little different, but they're not that big of a deal. But again, I know Westin probably will never use me on their videos because I will tell you the pros and the cons on anything I sell. Most people appreciate that. But all in all, I do find it a nice cover. I think I'm probably going to do a lot of these. Price point wise, it's very good. It's going to be about 20% or more than some of its competitors. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is the new Westin folding hardcover, and we just put it on the Ford Raptor. And don't forget, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with all this great new product. And it stopped raining. Yay! Thanks.